their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum would seemingly have shifted. He's seeing a comeback right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own.
And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. 4th down, Cousins. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. And got his man complete. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 52 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
Check.
Again, it's Breeze. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety, Harrison Smith. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all. Shy of the 20. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety, Harrison Smith. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. First down, here's the run with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
He'll let it, and that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety, Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. The 34-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. There goes it deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Thomas the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Less than 2 minutes remain here in Super Bowl 54. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Breeze to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Everson Griffin able to him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to let it. And now here is another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have possession.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on E!
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy between the New Orleans. Saints taking on a second team from the NFC, the Minnesota Vikings. The first Super Bowl of a new decade. Super Bowl 54 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Kirk Cousins leading out the Vikings. Remember, the Minnesota Brass shelled out the big money to bring in Cousins a couple of years ago because they wanted to make it to this very game. They brought him in from Washington, and Cousins has him on the biggest stage in all of football, ready to go, trying to win their first ever Super Bowl. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And running back Dalvin Cook was drafted in 2017 to be the lead runner for the Vikings, and he should love what they're putting in for him in 2019. This is a run-first, run-heavy offense as dictated by their head coach. Dalvin Cook should get more than enough carries to threaten 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
56, the mark for 56. Check 56. Check. Lucky 50.
On third down, Cousins buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On the carry, it's Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. From the 30 on 2nd down, Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know that time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The drive will continue.
You ready?
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's...
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Cook. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. It's so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. but I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up in intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins. Complete. It's Johnson.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. They'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run for it with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Breeze now to throw. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Breeze now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. from midfield. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A final shot before half for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. The halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 53 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the 44, Cousins nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A.J. Klein came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. There's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even the
breakaway from Michael Thomas. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Well, this offense only must... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 4th quarter comeback like he's trying to do here. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Cousins now. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 47 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Well, they got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin. 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
They run it again with Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll run with Cook. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. Boy, they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 19. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Breeze. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Kamara trying the right side, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Breeze is looking to throw. And Thomas has it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down Broadway. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So we're back to a one-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the one timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your... Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now Kamara. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on second down. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, 5-8, 5-8. 54, 154. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Here we go. Here we go.
Automatic first down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, you can see what they were.